Welcome to all who have stumbled upon this video, this strange experiment. I am the weirdo of weirdos. And since this is a new year, I think it's only fitting that I introduce myself and what exactly I'm doing here. You see, once upon a time I was just a weirdo, a loser. I play video games all day, sleep, eat, read issues of Dr. Slump. The works, loser things. But then one day, I met the Improv Collective, a group of different improv troupes dedicated to bringing to all of you the magic of wonder that is improv. But what really interested me were those groups that were dedicated to telling stories. Yes, amongst these clowns and ne'er-do-wells and ridiculous, strange beings with beards and eyes and noses. Losers. There are people dedicated to telling you the stories, bringing about the wondrous tales that can only be brought to you by making it up. And amongst one of those troupes, Improvinitis, I created, by taping their shows and putting them on the internet, my magnum opus. I bring you Improv Theater, which has been delayed till next month. Yeah. Fortunately, I have a secondary show. That is Improv Murder Mystery. You see, it's not one troupe, but a grab bag of performers from the different groups brought together to tell you a murder mystery. Yes. So here are the rules. In this episode, you'll be introduced to 6 suspects, one of whom is a potential murderer. Oh, they haven't murdered yet. But as the story goes on, that 6 will be whittled down to 3. And amongst that remaining 3, before they give their confession, you have to figure out who the murderer is. Yeah, not very easy, is it? And I will be your guide through all of this. I'll be providing hints and clues, or perhaps even red herrings. Yeah, you can never tell with me. Just so you know, I'm a bit of a weirdo. Well, let's get started. Usually I take this time to set up the story, provide some background, make stuff up, improv and all. But you've already had enough with me right now. Let's get on to why you were here in the first place, right? Improv! Beautiful, sweet, juicy, steamy improv! This, my friends, is the case of the vegans of Castasrophlopholis. 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 Just go on. Your show starting. Oh, she can punch the moon.
Don't question me. Alrighty, welcome everybody to the Improv Collective. My name is Teresa Zane, just as I said, and tonight we have a very special show for you. It's the return of our murder mystery. So normally, let me really quick by a show of a round of applause for anyone who's never been here before. Let's just get a nice round of applause. Oh yeah, the one guy in the back. All right. So this is just for you. Eye contact.
Her right here too.
Oh, over there too. Okay, I'm shooting.
You looked at the wall.
So what we normally do here at the collective is we put on a lot of improvised shows, which means that everything is made up completely on the spot. All the comedy you see, with the exception of the games that the performers get put into, they make up all of the content on the spot. And tonight, with our murder mystery, it's a very special show that we made here at the collective. And how it works is that you're going to be seeing a murder mystery. We're going to be picking a killer. It's up to you guys to try and figure out who it is. And all of the performers are going to be put into games by my choice on the spot based off of their characters that they established in the beginning. I'm going to be getting a town from you guys, and they will play characters that might be in this town. And from there, I make up on the spot who gets to be in what scene together. So it's really everything's on the fly. So I'm going to need a lot of help from you guys with suggestions and things of that nature. So I'm going to get you warmed up on that. Over here in this section, if I were to come to you and say, ask you what your favorite gift was that you ever got on Christmas on 3, you would say 1, 2, 3.
Keyboards.
Keyboards.
Kisses.
PlayStation.
Kisses.
I feel like I heard a breast steak, whatever that is. I don't know. Alright, cool. And maybe this middle-ish section right here. Something that you've always wanted for your birthday on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Foreskin. Hey, yeah, that breast steak. Foreskin.
Condoms.
Who said foreskin?
It's wonderful. And this sliver right here, pretty much everyone who could touch the wall if they wanted to. Let's anything at all. And now, a person plays their thing on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Abraham Lincoln. Foreskin. Temecula Valley. Mutation. Breast steak. Chicken.
It's just,
Medlock.
I'm going to be coming to you guys for random suggestions that the improvisers would use to influence their scenes, and that way you know that it's all made up on the spot. So I'm going to get you warmed up with a little clapping exercise. Ready? Everybody follow my claps. I need Aiden Garcia! Mostly everyone, if you came up time, vote for who they would want to be the killer. And the amount of times that you voted was how many times their name got to go into this little jar. So they have a likelier chance of being the killer and making it all the way to the end of the show. So now I need one audience volunteer that I can trust. I saw your hand up first.
No, we're gonna trust her. That's yours.
Would you?
The lady dropped a nickel last year. Get a rando.
Okay, come here. I saw your hand up.
I'm not a rando.
So,
Cuter than the other one.
what's her name? Mickey. What we're gonna have Mickey do is she's gonna pick out a name. show it to our performers, so they will know who the murderer is and thus giving you a better story. And it's up to you guys to try and figure out who the murderer is. And I'll have her hold on to the paper to show at the end of the show, just so you guys know we didn't change it. And throughout the show, I will ask you at random parts, any one of you, who you think the murderer is. And I'll write it down and have you hold on to that slip. And if you are right, then you get a free show. Next time. If you would please.
I'll show it to Sam.
Ooh.
I can't be that. Who the fuck is that?
It's upside down.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So now I'm going to ask all of our performers to join everybody in the audience because we're going to open up with our first game of Town Hall.
No.
How this game works, all of our performers are joining you in the audience right now because we are all a part of a town hall meeting. And at this meeting, we're going to be talking about our celebration of the new year. And we're going to be talking about things within our small town. So the first thing I need is, what is the name of our town?
Whoville.
Mustard, of course.
Mustard. You said mustard.
I heard something over here.
Millville.
Okay, alright. I'm gonna say okay, what's up with food, you guys? I'm gonna say Castasrophlopholis. Castasrophlopholis. And what's a special? Let's say this town has a special festival every year.
Rancid Milk Festival. Rancid Milk Festival.
Alright, okay, cool. Alright. So, Castasrophlopholis has a great yogurt festival every year for the new year. And what is something that they're debating that they don't want in this festival anymore?
Gopher. 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 I like the little yogurt. I heard it.
I heard vegans. No more vegans. So this is Castasrophlopholis. Catastrophe monopolist. Catastrophic monopolist. And we have a yogurt festival in which we want to either keep or ban vegans from coming. All of our performers will introduce their characters for the rest of the show now, and they will tell you where they stand on these things. And we will start the town hall after a warm round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen of Catastrophic Monopolist, I am your mayor, Kassar, and we're starting off strong. I've gathered all of you here today for our annual meeting because we know that the Yogurt Festival is upon us. And I just want to open the floor now to anyone who might have any suggestions or things that might make this new year a better one for us as we ring it in with our Yogurt Festival. So if anybody has anything to say right now at all, yes.
Hi, hello, my name is Boris.
Boris?
I'm a resident here of Castasrophlopholis for many, many years. I was one of the original families here. When we showed up here, it was just Peatsville. But they changed the name to Castasrophlopholis because some stupid jerk had a big agenda. Anyways. Oh, the yogurt festival. Delicious, right? Cows, daddy, love it. It's good, it's great. But then the vegans, they come. The we have to have everything. Everything's so good and healthy. You know, I have allergies and things of that nature. I'm like, oh God, you just kill yourself for God's sake. it was in the motherland, we drowned you, but now we're here in America, and now people are like, oh, it's just a baby, you call everybody. No, I say no with the vegans, and yes with the daddy.
Yeah.
I think he's one of our longest talents. I saw this hand first. Yep.
Hey, what's up, guys? You guys all remember who I am? My name's Caleb.
Caleb.
You guys don't know who I am, right? What? Yeah, what? Now that you guys remember who I was? Back when I was the only actual football captain that brought a trophy back for the Castasrophlopholis high school team. Y'all remember me then, but not anymore, huh? Yeah.
You were fatter then.
Shut the fuck up, man. Yeah. So, had my whole dreams, my whole future set before me. You know, I was gonna go to college, play pro football, but no, had to get in a car accident, right? Like some guy who's DUV driving under vegan.
I'm so sorry. I'm so serious.
All he ate was stupid celery all day, and guess what? He blacked out because he didn't have enough energy. He hit my car! Now I walk with a limp. Can't fucking play football anymore. That's why I say we get rid of them vegans, because guess what? They're gonna tell us to get rid of yogurt, and they're gonna tell us to get rid of our whole entire festival. Right. All right, so you guys hate vegans. Let me hear you say, hoo, 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 that's right. Thank you.
All right, I saw those hands back there. You all the way in the back. You all the way in the back first. Yes.
Hello, hi. My name is Really Cleaver. Y'all can call me Real. My family, I'm fifth generation cow farmer, and my family, they've been ranching for as long as I can remember, almost a century. And well, you know, I just about had it with the cows and the milk.
He sounds like one of them vegans. Did we kill him?
Now listen, I've been milking
Everybody
cows.
hush down. Wait your turn. Wait your
I've been milking cows and eating cow butt my whole life, okay? It's a good diet, but...
Bet you like real butt too.
Sure.
Let's wait our turn.
I do
Let's
not
calm down.
discriminate based on butts. So, my father, as you all know, has just passed away, Senior Cleaver. And now it is up to me to do what I will with the family farm. And we had this yogurt festival, and we supply the dairies for that, you know, fermented, saturated, decelery, and well, these vegans, since these vegans came into town, I've had to turn a heart, you know. These vegans, you know, they came to over to my farm and they said, hey man, why got all these cows? Humans aren't meant to have a cow in a cage. And I was like, you know what? I was thinking that my whole life. And it didn't occur to me until someone said it right to my face that this isn't right. This isn't okay. And then, you know what I did? I opened my gate, I opened it up wide, and I said, run free. And all my whole cattle, 500 cows, you know, I lost 200 of them, but the rest are roaming free. And I haven't had milk or dairy since. I'm 6 months vegan, everybody. Thank you so much.
Yeah, sing it, brother.
Hello everybody, my name is Windchime. Windchime Wild Growth. I just wanted to let everyone know I'm a vegan, 12 years and proud. Everyone's here vegan. This is real great. I just wanted to let you all know, I don't know if you are all being aware of how brutally savage you are all being by celebrating the lactation of a cow's milk that has been fermented by germers. I think it's pretty gross. Also, I would just like to let you know I'm holding a seance at my house where we can all just sit around the carpet, we'll all talk, we'll share. Did you have milk? Yes, that's fine. No, it's not. So we're gonna get together, everyone, in my home, and we can cure these demons that you've been feeling. We'll all make hats made out of broccoli, and we'll all just sit down and we'll just talk, and we'll feel each other's chakras, you know? You're an orange chakra, you're a purple chakra, whatever. And we'll all just mix it up. We'll be a rainbow of chakras through the sky. Let the potatoes grow.
I'll be the seance.
Yeah, I'd also like to RSVP.
Absolutely, you're here.
My name is Mac Martin. I am a first generation vegan.
Mac Martin?
Mac Martin. Yes, of course.
Mac Martin.
I would like to express my utter distaste for this side of the room. You, Morris, especially, your disgusting family, you meat-eating monsters.
Meat-eating angels, maybe.
I've had enough of it. My father ate meat and now he's dead. Correlation, I think so. Celebrating yogurt. I can't believe it. Would you celebrate yogurt made of the milk of your mother? Fuck no. Exactly, I think not. So why do it for cows? You cows! I've had enough of this mistreatment of animals. Them and their byproducts are to be celebrated, not eaten. We can have our own yogurt festival where we don't eat any yogurt. Who's with me? Hey! Let's applause my God.
I believe we have time for one more person. Yes, right over there.
Hi, I'm Archie. Hi. My dad always wanted a son, but he had me, so I did all the boy stuff with my dad. Sorry, those 200 cows aren't missing. They're at my house now. Splayed open.
Yeah, Archie.
Hi, Caleb. You were so hot in high school, and now you're pathetic.
Is that a compliment?
No. I just wanted to say, it's so hard for us to decide if we want to be vegan or not. I spent my whole life, gunning down every animal with my father, hiding in a tree when I was 13 for 8 months, so I could kill one turkey. That's what you want to do.
That is a dream.
It is. But then when you kill the turkey with like 9 bows and it's still crawling towards you, the dream changes, Boris. It does.
What?
So I'm thinking about spreading the new vegan hunting club.
Yeah!
Vegan hunting club.
We hunt the vegan!
You want the vegan?
No!
Yes! I have a bow and arrow though.
All right.
Yeah!
I'm Archie, I'm a girl.
I am on board.
I think everybody needs to just calm down for a second. I know emotions are running high. Everybody has a lot at stake, apparently. So now we will put it to a vote if whether or not we want vegans in our new year with our festival. For everybody who is for having vegans in the new year and in our festival, let me hear you cheer now.
Everyone wiggle your fingers to heaven.
All right, and for everybody who is against having vegans in this town. I don't know if I have this kind of power as mayor, but I'm deeply sorry, vegans. You have to leave by the new year.
Hey,